Welcome back to West Texas View.
Welcome back to our program. We're talking about diabetes with two of our med students, third-year medical students, Nicole Mitchell and Robert Vasquez, and they have been telling us that some of the damage that happens many times without our even knowing it, and that's why going to the doctor is so important, keeping your appointments, not taking this disease lightly at all, because it has very dire consequences. But one of the things that we need to know is, okay, I've been diagnosed with diabetes. Now, how can I stay as healthy as possible with diabetes?
So if you have diabetes, you just need to remember your ABCs, okay? A stands for A1C. We have to get your A1C under the 6.5.
That's the sugar that attaches to your blood molecules.
Yes, ma'am.
And
the doctors can know, so you can't hide that, okay? We have to get your A1C under 6.5, or at least under 7, okay? The less amount of blood or sugar that's in your blood, the better that your organs will be eventually, okay?
Okay, question before you get to B. How do we keep the sugar out of our blood? Not eat things with sugar in it, or is there some other way? I mean, is there more than one way?
Yeah, so the way the sugar is directly related to what you eat.
Okay.
So if you've been eating candy bars, sodas, fast food, all of that is going to be converted to sugar in your body.
Carbohydrates and your sugars.
All of the bad foods will be converted to excess sugar in your body. That will tag on to your red blood cells, give us high A1C levels, go to your brain, heart, kidneys, feet, everything. Okay, blood travels through all your body. Okay, so any organ can be affected by this extra sugar. So your A1C can be directly controlled by what you eat. You have to maintain a good diet.
Okay. A is mostly nutrition and diet.
Yes, it is. Okay. B stands for blood pressure. Okay, as we talked about before, blood pressure can be related to stroke, heart attack, kidney disease, all of that. We want to keep blood pressure under 140 over 90. Okay, 140 is the top number that your doctor usually says, and then 90 will be the bottom number that it says. We want to keep it under 140 over 90. Okay. We've seen patients that have huge amounts of blood pressure. This results in their kidneys failing, being on dialysis for life. Your kidneys do not get better. Once they're gone, they're gone. Okay, so there's
no change in
there's no
kidneys.
change. Once it gets there, it's there. And a lot of people forget high blood pressure can be so damaging to your organs. But until your organs get to that point where they can't work anymore, it's too late by then.
So how do we lower our blood sugar?
Lower your blood pressure? Again, your diet. You cannot eat salt. You cannot keep pouring salt on your food and pepper and seasonings, garlic. We have to lower salt intake. Also, we have to lower alcohol intake and lower smoking. Smoking causes high blood pressure. No more smoking. So.
And I've heard people say things when the doctor said cut out sugar or don't eat ice cream after every meal or whatever. And they say, I'd rather be dead. Well, they need to really hear what they're saying, because this is not a hard task if they'll just make a commitment toward it.
They can still enjoy life. They can still have that ice cream every once in a while. It's just not in excess. Everyone has their limitations, and they just need to learn theirs.
Okay. So
now we're to C.
Now we're to C. C is cholesterol or fat. Okay. The more fast food you eat, the more steaks, the more, all the good stuff we love, hamburgers, the more cholesterol is going to be in your blood. So imagine that your blood vessel is a tube. Okay. All your blood vessels are tubes. Okay. Cholesterol is just flowing through. But some of it gets stuck to the inside. It gets stuck to the inside of your blood vessels. So the more they keep piling on, the blood vessel is going to be occluded. Blood can't go through. So whatever tissue that blood vessel is supplying is going to die. So that can result in heart attacks. Okay, blood vessels in your heart can get clogged up. and then that results in a heart attack.
Or your feet get amputated.
Or your feet get. We've seen a lot of patients that came with a simple sore, you know, a simple insect bite, or, you know, they rubbed their shoe across their feet the wrong way. Didn't pay any attention to it, but they had really bad diabetes. Okay, A1Cs in the 8s, 9s, 10s. Since your blood vessels are occluded with cholesterol and sugar, blood flow, it can't go to that site. And so eventually it turned gangrene. You have to cut your foot off from a simple rubbing your skin. You know, it's very important. So cholesterol needs to be below 100. Okay, LDL cholesterol needs to be below 100. And so these are the things: A1C, blood pressure, cholesterol. These are the three main things that your doctor will check at every visit. So that's why it's very important.
But so how does exercise work into A, B, and C?
Exercise helps all of them.
All of
Because
it.
it helps work out the too much fat that you had,
Right,
too much sugar, and
Losing the weight, you know, cardiovascular exercise, aerobic exercises, where you get your heart rate going, that'll help with your blood pressure. And then just the activity itself will decrease the levels of sugar in your blood.
And you know, we have so many opportunities to do exercise now with the things that you can do in your house, like even the little Wii games and things where you can have fun and still do it with your whole family. And so there's not an excuse except habit.
Yes.
Right.
And it's just a matter of changing our habits.
You have to
and
change.
saying, I'm not going to have a bowl of ice cream, or I'm going to take the time to plan my meals instead of just grabbing a fast food.
Yes, and I think the effects of diabetes doesn't really hit someone until it hits them personally, or they see family members or friends that have been hit by diabetes. But the thing is, you don't want to get that far.
Oh, no.
You want to stop it at the beginning. And it's simple things, you know, take a 30-minute walk. It's been pretty nice lately outside. Take a little walk, and that's it for the day. And then the next week you can do more. Start slowly. You know, cut out a little bit of sugar out of your diet every day. Start slowly, because it's hard to just stop habits immediately. We understand that. But just to make progress in it, it's going to help so much in the long run.
You know what I've learned any time that I was changing a habit is to keep a journal.
Keep a journal.
And especially a food journal, because we do not know how much we eat.
Exactly.
Until, I mean, it's just like if you say to somebody, how many bottles of beer did you have? And they say 2, and they really do think they've just had 2, but they really had 5 or 6.
And also to set goals with your doctor. Okay, this month I want my blood pressure to be 130 over 80. So when I come back, when we check it, let's see if I did it. Or I want my A1C to be 7. You know, set goals that you can constantly work
That's
for.
a great point. We're going to come back and complete this conversation in just a minute.
Stay tuned. West Texas View will be right back.